Hey YouTube, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day out here in Dallas, Texas. About 60-65 degrees, not cold, not hot. It's like perfect. I wish we could have this weather all the time. And it's a weekend, so it's time for me to do some of my favorite thing, which is gardening. And today I wanted to share with you guys the one thing that I can never fail to grow, even if I tried hard. It's the easiest thing to grow, and I grow a lot of it, and I grow enough of it for, I would say, 6 months of the year. I don't think I can grow a lot more than that just because of the time constraints. And that one item that is the easiest thing to grow, and I think I would highly recommend growing it because it is just so easy. It gives you that instant satisfaction or success. So that one thing is onions. A lot of onions. I can grow a lot of onions without much worry. And I do not grow from seeds. I actually grow it from starts. And the advantage of that is it's actually very cheap. If you buy a seed packet, it's about $3 to $4 to $5 typically. I'm sure you can find cheaper seeds packets, but I've not had any great success with growing onions from seed. But this is the easiest thing to do. Most of the large stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, they always will have these available early springtime. A lot of local nurseries also have it. So I got these from my local nursery. Even Ace Hardware has these. So I got some from my local nursery and some from Ace Hardware this year. And there are different kinds. I didn't write down their names or kinds. I got some red and some sweet onions. And these are only like $3, $3.99 or $2.99 for a bundle of 50 onions. And that's a lot of onions. I cook a lot. I cook, and we, as a family of 4, eat a lot of onions. So when I say we grow a lot of onions, I mean we grow about 200, 300 onions a year, and I use them up in 6 months. So, and they don't go bad. They don't start growing or anything like that. They stay pretty good for about 6 months from the, actually not 6 months. I finish it way before 6 months, but I would say I grow them here right now in January. I start them in end of January almost, and then I will harvest them in March, April. I'll start harvesting the greens because I use that green onion in my fried rice, or just in anything that you can use onions in. So you can start using parts of the onion even though the bulb is not ready yet. And I believe I harvest them in May, all of the onions. And then once I've harvested them, we use them from May all the way to November, almost November. And then in November, I run out of those onions and I go to the grocery store to buy some more. But so right now I've been buying onions. So from now in November until I guess March or something, April, I will be buying grocery store onions. But up until then, I grow my own onions, and I'm really happy about it. My main problem in growing anything over here in Dallas area or in my neighborhood has been rabbits and other critters, because we have a lot of wildlife, and whatever I grow, they'll take a nibble or eat the whole entire thing and never let it grow. But onion is something my rabbits do not, wild rabbits, I'm not talking about pet rabbits or anything like that, but rabbits don't care about my onions, or even possums or raccoons, any of those animals. They don't want to eat my onions. So that's something I have been successful in growing. So let's get started and how easy it is. All you need is a bunch of onions, and you can, like I said, it's about $3.99 or $2.99. Different nurseries have different rates, but about $4 you'll get 50 onions. And I'm using this tool that I got from Ace Hardware, and I believe it was like $10 or something. And I didn't have this last year, so I just used a old throwaway pencil, or you can use a stick, whatever you have, and just dig a hole in the ground. Not even dig, just make a dent in it, and then you just take this onion and put it in that, and you just put about this much onion in, just enough so the dirt can hold the onion like this, and that's all it is. And you leave it alone. I'm sure if you water it regularly and you fertilize it, you'll get huge big onions. The more you feed, obviously, and more you water and more you care for it, the better onion you will make. But even if you don't do anything, you will still get a decent size of onion, and that's what I have been doing, and I've been very happy with not much time on my hand to water regularly or fertilize it regularly with any. I don't buy any outside fertilizers, so only fertilizers I've been using have been my chicken manure or horse manure, or just scraps from my garden, my home. So really don't have any much, and especially for onions, I've not really done anything. I know they do like a lot of high nitrogen stuff, but I've not done anything, and that's what I like about onions, is that it's so easy to grow. You just have to place this onion into the ground and it's going to start growing like crazy, and that's the beauty of growing onions. So let me switch the camera and show you guys how to grow onions. Hey Maya, come here. So that's Maya. She's my German Shepherd. Say hi. Oh, okay, all right, so I'll show you how to, okay, off the garden. Oh my god, she's in my bed. All right, I'll show you guys. So I just opened up my bundle of onions. I am going to just show you how to grow it. Some people are very particular on drawing lines. They'll put a big I guess a string from one end to the other to make sure their onions are, like, you know, perfectly lined, growing in a perfect line, and that's great and everything, but I'm just not like that. They're just onions to me, and I'm a hobby gardener. It doesn't have to be perfect line or anything, so I just try to grow as easy it is. And so all I have to do is just take your pencil or whatever sharp thing that you have and do that, and place your onion, and done. So I mean, my ground is just so soft and nice, so I don't even really need a tool, but with the tool it's a little bit easier. I don't have to use my fingers, but I don't mind getting my fingers dirty. So the trick with onions that I've seen is, if you grow the onions far apart, you'll get bigger bulb of onion. If you grow them too close to each other, they will grow a smaller onion, and that's just because they are sharing, you know, they have more resources if you are far apart, if you're growing the onions far apart, and they have less resources if they are too close to each other. I actually enjoy growing smaller onions, because what happens is, if somebody's eating a sandwich, they don't want a huge onion, or then I don't have to, I mean, if they have a huge onion, they have to cut it, use some of it, and then put away that shrink wrap the rest of the onion in the fridge and put it away. And then I don't like cut up onions in the refrigerator, making my refrigerator smell like onion. So I actually prefer small size onion. I'm talking about this small size. So I don't know, not a perfect example to show you here, but you get the point. It's a small onion and it's perfect for one person. I mean, if you cut that small onion, it's you can make your own sandwich with that one onion or salad and you're done. There's nothing left to put away, and that's why I like to grow them close to each other. That way I don't have huge onions, and I have a lot of onions that I can grow. So I place them pretty close to each other. My raised bed garden is primarily just composted, actually not even composted, yeah, just horse manure and wood chips. Actually they are that's all there is. Sometimes if I have time, I may add some chicken manure or something like that to feed it, only if I have time. I work full-time, I have kids who do sports and other things, so time is something that I do not have a lot of, so it's always a struggle with time. Plus we have a lot of animals to care for, so garden is a last priority for me, but I do love gardening, so that's the reason that I love to grow onions, because it doesn't take much. All I have to do is just plant them. All I have to do is put it in the soil. It is not going to care if you have good soil, bad soil, it's gonna grow. It's just that easy to grow. So if you've not tried onions, you don't have to be an expert to grow. Try to grow it. Buy this bundle of onions. That's the fastest, easiest way to grow onions. This is end of January again, so I will harvest them sometime in May. As soon as the top starts falling down like this, you'll see the tops will be about 2 feet tall, 1.5 2 feet tall, and then they will start, you know, like draping down, and that's when you know that onion is ready to harvest. And I will make a video showing you guys when they are close to being harvested, and I will also show you guys a video in springtime when I'll be harvesting the greens from the onions that I can be using it up in my salads, or usually some curries or fried rice. I love them in the fried rice. So very fragrant, very sweet. I do suggest that try 2 or more varieties of onions. You will end up liking certain onions for certain cooking, and I grew white onions, yellow onions, and red onions last year, and I ended up liking the yellow the most and red the second most. I didn't care about the white onions, they just didn't have that much flavor. So yeah, so but try different things, and you know, figure out what works for you, and unless you try, you're not going to really grow it. And it's so easy, so I highly recommend growing onions. So hope this video is helpful to you guys, and I hope you have great success in your garden. Thank you guys for watching.